What is going on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever I'm deciding to place this on. So yeah, as you can see, we have newborn puppies. Yeah, the newborn puppies were just born between the 27th and the 28th. It is currently 2:30 a.m. The 1st of March, sorry. It's March 1st, 2:30 a.m. And like I said, these puppies were born between the 27th and the 28th of February. So basically, they're 48 hours old. So yeah, this is the first 48 hours, like I said. So let me just. The mom is tired and exhausted. But yeah, let me just tell you a couple of things that I've been going through for the past 48 hours with these puppies. First and foremost, like I said, they were born between the 27th and 28th. She's been pregnant. Obviously, she was pregnant for a while, so she was pregnant. I didn't know when she was gonna have the baby, so I left her here. I have another dog as well. I left her here with him. You know, they were here together at the house alone, and I left for 2 days. I had to go out of town for 2 days. I left him here with lots of water, food, plenty of things. And when I came back, the day that I came back, she had 2 puppies. The day that I came back, there was 2 puppies just here. And I was like, there were 2 newborn puppies. I thought that she had the puppy. I thought that she had the puppies already. The day I left, or 2 days, I don't know. So I didn't know that they were just born that day. I thought that she had puppies for days already, and that she only had 2 puppies, and I was just like, okay, she had twins. So I think the first 2 puppies were these 2. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I think the first 2 were either these 2 or these 2. It was 2 cow ones, because she's cow printing herself, as you can see. So when I seen the 2 puppies, the 2 cow puppies first, those were the only 2. I was like, oh wow, she had 2 twin puppies that look just like her. But then over time, like I said, I put the puppies in this crate, put her in the crate so she could nurse them. And then I left again. I had to go out and handle some more business. When I left for a few hours, I came back. There was another puppy in the crate, so it was 3 puppies. So that's when I realized, like, okay, she's clearly still giving birth, and she must have just had these 2. So that's when I realized it was the first day of birth, and I just placed her in the thing and left her alone to have more, to finish the birth process. I didn't even bother her. I left her completely alone, because this is not her first litter, and she knows what she's doing. So I let her do the process over hours, like I said. So the 28th now, the second day, the 28th, as I came back into the room to check on her the next day, there were 8 puppies total in the crate. So from the 27th to the 28th, she had 8 puppies total. So there were 8 puppies, and they were healthy. They were all looking healthy. They were all good. But mind you, I had them in another room. I had taken this crate and had bedding and everything on it, and I had her out of the room because my other dog frequents this room. This is my bedroom. So my other dog frequents this room, and I just wanted to let her have a separate area for her babies and just to be a mother. So I put her in another room in the house. And with that being said, that was kind of my mistake, because I'm assuming it was either because of hypothermia or because of hypoglycemia. Either one. I don't know if they were feeding good enough or if they just weren't warm enough. I don't know. They weren't in the room. Like I said, it was cold in the other part of the house, but like I said, their mother is full-time with them. So I don't know if they just weren't warm enough, weren't under her, if she squished him. It was a boy too. That's another thing. I'm very sad, because as you can see, it's various colorways in these puppies. You got brown and white, you got black and white, cow like her. You got black, completely black. You feel me? And you got black and brown. Like, it's just a lot of colorway variations. And I was very sad because out of all of these colorway variations, the only colorway that passed was his only colorway of his kind. As you can see, there's multiple. Only this one is a black and white one. But like, as you can see, there's multiple like of different colorways. 2 black, 2 brown. You see, 2 cow. Like, you know, and he was the only brindle one. He was brindle, meaning he was black with this color brown tiger stripes. So yeah, he looked more like this color, like this, but like black and brown. This black and brown like mixed though, tiger stripes. And it was a boy. So she had an even amount, 4 boys, 4 girls. So one of the boys just passed 2 hours, 3 hours ago. I'm very sad about that because, as you know, well, I don't know. I just like boy dogs more, and like boys grow up to be more like big and just dog type, you know. The females are more so like, you know, meant for motherhood, breeding. You know, I guess that's cool that I have 4 female dogs that I could rebreed and, you know, get more puppies out and things of that nature, but keep the bloodline alive. But at the same time, the males are the dogs that I take to more. Like, you know, those are my, that's what he is. Like, you know, those are my best friends. The male dogs are just what I like. I don't know. So now there's only 3 boys and 4 girls, sadly. The brindle one also was sadly gone. The colorway. I was very excited about that boy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a brindle boy, that was like, you know, that was one of the ones. But so yeah, that's what prompted me to take the crate from the other room, put it in here once I noticed that one of the boys passed, and I seen that the mother was like not really doing her full job because one of the puppies passed in the first 48 hours. I'm not saying she's a bad mother, but I just assumed that nothing would happen since this is not her first litter. But I mean, obviously mistakes happen. So with that being said, one of the puppies passed, and I took it upon myself to help her. So I brought the crate in here into my room. Like I said, I have the fireplace in my room. I turned the fireplace. I turned the fireplace on and I let it heat up. As you can see that right here. So when that blows on high, they warm up. But so yeah, this is the remaining 7. This is only day 2, so day 2-ish, 3-ish. So yeah, I'll just keep everybody updated on what's going on. I haven't named any of the puppies yet. And yeah, let me just show you a couple of the variations. This is the biggest puppy. Yeah, I have a scale, so I weigh them. And also, I wanted to make a note that the puppy that just passed was the runt. He was the smallest of the litter. So that's another thing to note. I guess that was like, it was destined for him to not make it according to stats. But yeah, it's very saddening that I could have done something to prevent that, but I left the mother to just tend to her puppies on her own, and that in doing that, it caused one of the puppies to pass, and that's the biggest mistake that I could have made. And I'm very sad about that because I could have prevented loss of life, honestly, and it could have been 8 happy puppies in here instead of 7. So, yeah. As you can see, they're drinking right now, first 48, so it's not even really milk right now. It's just the you know, fortification liquid. So that's just that. But yeah, let me start showing these pups and these traits. Yeah, this is a girl. Both of the blacks are girls. Second girl. Another girl, the brown and black face, is a girl as well. Girl, hi girl, hi. Light brown, this is boy. I don't want to disturb him while he's drinking, while he's eating. But that's boy. Brown eye. white face, boy. This is a boy. And the black and white cow is a boy. He's the biggest. So he's the biggest of the litter. So these three are boys. Black and white face, black and white cow, and light brown are three boys. The three boys. And the brindle would have been the fourth boy had he not passed a couple hours ago. I'm very mad about that because those are four exotic boys. See this boy, exotic colorway with the brindle plus the light brown plus the cow. That would have been four exotic boys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as you can see, they're very, moving and rambunctious. I'm not gonna lie, like the puppy that just passed was moving around and everything. Like, that's what makes me know I could have prevented it. If I would have just kept checking on them and not left the mother to do her own thing, I would have prevented it. But now I'm not playing. I'm on it every hour on the hour. I'm up checking movement, warmth, body temperature, weight, making sure the mother's drinking, eating, everything, making sure everything is fine. I know I should have been doing that, but like I said, this is an animal, and animals do naturally have animal instincts to where humans don't have to intercede, so that's mainly what my dogs do. They're natural, dogs. They go in the yard, they fend for themselves. They mainly do what they do what animals do naturally. So that being said, I just let my animals do them, and I just intercede when I have to. But as you can see, I had to intercede today because a dead puppy in the crate is not what we want. Multiple dead puppies in the crate is not what we want. So yeah, I had to take charge and come in, clean up the deceased puppy, just put him in a Ziploc bag, put him in a brown paper bag, throw him in a dumpster. Sadly, I had to do that. Yeah, it was sad to see that puppy go, but I let the mother smell him and get acquainted with the fact that he was gone, and she sort of seemed like sad, let out a huff, and kind of noticed that it was one missing. She looked around kind of confused and kind of registered that the fact that it was gone. She seen me put it in the bag and throw it out, and she made peace with it, registered that it was gone, and kind of acknowledged the fact that she messed up. And when I moved her in here, she just accepted that she needed the help. She accepted it. So now I'm monitoring these little guys and girls full time.